Hello and welcome to a new vlog. So, January. My vlog of January, I was editing it and it was kind of weird. Side note, I can't really pronounce January, but it wasn't my best month mental health wise. I wasn't really feeling that great. That was due to multiple reasons, some of which I don't really know. That's sort of reflected in the vlog, and I was editing it and it just wasn't giving off a nice vibe, and I didn't really want to post that. But I also didn't want to skip January because that also feels weird to me. So I thought I would do it in this setting. I'll just talk you through January a little bit, show you some clips, and we'll see what happens. First things first, winter break was over. We came back from Austria, and my sister then left for Africa. She's on a gap year, so she was in Boston for 10 weeks. Now she's in Africa for 10 weeks. So she left at the start of the month. That was kind of sad. Then I went back to Amsterdam. I hadn't been there for like 2 weeks, and the new semester started. AUC does this thing where you have a 16-week period and you take 4 courses, and then a 4-week period in which you take 1 course. So January is the month in which you take 1 course. It's also called the intensive, and it is mandatory that you take 2 levels of a language. So I had to take French. I already took French before, now I had to take a level higher. So for 4 weeks, all I did was French. I had 3 hours of class every day except Wednesdays, and that was not the best thing ever. First of all, the course didn't really challenge me. First of all, the course didn't really challenge me, and that was because it was a language, so it's not that mentally like challenging. Also because it was kind of under my level, I think. So that resulted in me having a lot of free time. And usually you would say that is a good thing, but for me that is not a good thing. I really like being busy. I like running around, doing lots of things, and in January that wasn't happening. This is my month. It is very empty, and it's sort of freaking me out. I know that it will be filled up more like as the weeks go along, and I'm trying actively to plan fun stuff to do, but it's not great. I'm feeling kind of nervous about it. I spent too much time in this room. I spent too much time thinking, and that isn't good for anyone, I think. In the first week, I did go out with some of my friends, which was really fun.
Nothing's final. Eentje van One Direction heeft het toch gedaan bij de auditie. This is how I feel.
I don't really know why I've decided to go swimming the morning after going out. I've slept for about 6 hours and I'm a little bit hungover. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good way to wake up. I also, one evening, decided to just go into the city to bike around a bit, and it was so beautiful. They had really cute lights everywhere along the canals, and I went to the Rijksmuseum, and it was just super beautiful, and it made me happy. I got a new phone case the other day at Hema, and I can't like tilt the camera, so that's kind of sad, but it's like a thing that you can put letters on. So you get all these letters with it, and you can just stick any word on that you want. So I put this on because I thought, let's stay in the French style of this month. But yeah, I thought it was really cute, and I wanted to show you. I went to see a play with 2 of my friends in the La Mar Theater. It's a really fancy theater, so that was super fun, and the play was really good, so I really enjoyed that. I actually spent a lot of time going into the city this month, like more than usual, partly because I started working and my job is in the city center next to the Rijksmuseum. And it is really nice to be in the center more, because then you actually realize that you live in Amsterdam, which sometimes here on Science Park I don't always realize. I'm not sure how much I should be sharing about like my mental health. I don't want to like sound whiny, and also don't really feel like vlogging when I don't feel that great. But then I also think it's really good to share like the realness, you know? I don't want to pretend. So yeah, I also want to be open about it, I guess. I guess that's a good thing too. Another reason why I wasn't feeling great was because there were a few things that I had to do that were sort of out of my comfort zone. For example, I auditioned for a choir, which was scary in itself, but then I got into the choir and I had to go there with lots of people that I didn't know, and that was not easy. I'm not very good with like big groups. I used to be a really shy person and now I'm not, but I still struggle with like big groups and being present then. So I was kind of scared about that, but it turned out really well, I think, and I am so far really enjoying it. It is 12:30 and we went to like this sort of concert type thing in the center. There were two guys who played the guitar really well and it was like insane. So yeah, that was fun. Also, I now have a Snow White stamp on my hand, which I'm very happy about. One of my friends had their birthday, so on one evening we cooked dinner for her, and then another evening she threw a party and we did some karaoke.
Party in the USA. I'm in my taxi cab, everybody's looking at me now.
I had two really nice lunches today, and then I had my French oral, which went pretty decent, I think. And I'm now about to pack up my stuff to go to my parents' house. I went shopping and I bought the cutest outfit. I bought a new outfit. And it's not something I would usually wear, but I am so obsessed with it. I'm gonna show you. Look! Oh my god. I'm not sure about these shoes, but other than that, I am obsessed with these pants. Oh my god. And I went to the International Film Festival in Rotterdam with my parents, and we saw two really cool movies, and the whole event was like really cool. We went to see two films. The first one was called Amateurs, and it was a Swedish film. The actors had a lot of freedom. They touched on a lot of political issues, which I thought was really impressive. The cast and crew was there, and they did a Q&A session afterwards, which was really cool. And then we went to see a film called Ellen. That one I just have to talk about because it was so good. The story takes place in Cape Town, and it's about a mother. Her son gets so addicted to crystal meth that she ends up killing her own son. Throughout the film, you sort of see what led her to killing her son. And the crazy thing is, you actually feel understanding for her and for what she did. I did some driving, which always helps me clear my mind. I've got onion tears. It's the worst feeling in the world. I've cut some onions, I'm cutting some celery. I'm making soup, by the way. I'm making like lentil and chickpea and tomato soup. And I'm crying. By the way, look at my month planner. I don't know if you remember how empty it was at the start of this month, but it's ended up pretty full, and that makes me really happy. At the very end of January, unfortunately, my phone gave up on me. It completely died. And it was not repairable anymore. That meant that I lost the footage from between the last moment that I made a backup and the time that my phone died, which was about a week, which usually is really not that big a deal, but in that week I went to Maastricht for a weekend, which is where one of my friends lives, and we went there with like 7 people, and it was super fun, and I filmed a lot, but all those videos are gone. So I was kind of sad about that. I would have loved to make a really cute vlog out of it, but I can't. My phone dying, I was actually okay with pretty quickly. I didn't have my phone for a few days and it was totally fine. Plus I ended up buying a new one. That's sort of what happened in January. I am feeling a lot better right now, partly because all the things that I had to do that I was so scared of turned out pretty well. Also because I'm doing new courses now, all of which I'm super excited about and super passionate about. So that's really cool. Plus, I'm just so much more busy. I am sort of running around again, doing lots of things, and that's good. That is good for my mind. So that was January. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I was a bit all over the place, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.